In this quick start video, we're going to take a look at the ProphetX symbol search tool. Okay, the symbol search tool is used to look up symbols in ProphetX. Okay, before we get started, I want to go ahead and clear out this workbook. Go hit my new workbook button. Clears out that workbook. Okay, the symbol search tool is located over on the left side of the screen in our docked windows. It is the bottom category, the symbol search tool with the little flashlight. So when you put your mouse pointer over it, it pops open. Okay, the symbol search tool is a drill down tool. So you start at the top and work your way down, drilling down into your symbols. Okay, the first thing you want to do is pick a category. Okay, one thing I want to point out, if you don't have your symbol search tool opened up wide enough, you won't see this down arrow right here that I'm pointing at. Okay, let me show you that. If I make it smaller, you can see that down arrow is not evident there. So what you need to do is to open up your symbol search tool and to make that down arrow visible. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is hit the down arrow and select one of the broad categories. Let's review these categories before we start using the symbol search tool. Okay, the first category is by industry code, and that is a listing of the stocks sorted by industry. Below that we have Amerix, that's energy related, they're a broker. We have Cantor, they are financials, and they have interest rate in treasuries. BTU, energy related. Cash grains is the agricultural DTN grains with spot prices in different locations in the U.S. Dow Jones, energy related. We have our DTN rack prices, where we have rack prices and spot prices for the different racks across the country. EIA is the government energy website. Exchange traded futures. Now in there we have several different categories of futures, and we'll take a look at those in a few minutes. Forex and precious metals, that's self-explanatory. LIBOR rates, that's our different rates on the LIBOR. LME is the London's metal exchange. Miscellaneous fixed symbols, again we have several different categories of miscellaneous fixed symbols. We have our different spot prices from, let's say, different FX rates and some metals and some just wide assortment of spot prices. We also have our DTN calculated strips in there for the energy products, crude, natural gas, RBOB, propane, and heating oil. We have calendar strips and just time strips as well. Below that we have Opus, Petroleum Argus, and Platts, all energy related. And then the last category is the securities and indices. So those are different stocks and different stock indexes. Okay, so let's say that you want to select a future. Okay, so the first thing you would do is click on Exchange Traded Futures, and then you can see it opens up another category down below of all of the different exchange traded futures. So let's say that you wanted to take a look at the grains. So you hit the plus sign, and then it opens up all the different contracts dealing with the agricultural grains. Now you'll see that most will be sorted by the exchange, and as you scroll down you'll see the different exchanges. Now our main products such as corn, wheat, soybeans, they'll be in there by their name. So right here you can see corn. Now to actually view the symbols, you will then just double click on one of the futures categories. So I'll double click on corn, and down below you'll see the different symbols for our corn contract. Now from this display down here at the bottom, we can do several different things. We can actually right click on a symbol and then click on new, and then select the type of window that we want to open up for that specific symbol. So let's say I want to go ahead and open up a quote sheet, and I click on quote sheet, and there's our quote for that corn contract. Now go back to the symbol search tool, and you can see it stays exactly where I left off previously. That's a real nice feature. Let's say you can want to add some of these other corn contracts. So what you can do here is do a shift click to highlight several symbols. So the first thing you do is just click on one of the symbols, the first symbol, and then go down and do a shift click, and that will highlight a group of symbols, and then you can drag and drop those symbols onto your quote sheet. Now you have to drop them into the ticker symbol field area. You can't just drop them anywhere. So once I drop those, then I get my quotes for those different symbols. Okay, let's go back over to the symbol search tool. And another thing you can do with the symbol search tool is you can do searches. Okay, so let's say you want to search on an energy future. Let's say you want to search on for crude oil. Okay, so the first thing you do is go up to the very top of your symbol search tool and pick the category. And again, we're going to select exchange traded futures. Now, here's something important to be aware of. I can go ahead and do my search on crude oil right now if I want it to, but it'll take a little longer because it's going to search every one of these categories. And when we're searching for crude oil, we really don't care if we're looking in grains, for example. So what you can do to speed up your search is go ahead and pick the category that you want to search. So we only want to search energy for crude. So I clicked on energy. Now I go down to the search filter text box and type in crude, and then hit my find symbols button. And you can see it found 1,232 different contracts with the word crude in them somewhere. You can scroll down that list and see all of those different contracts. Okay, that concludes this quick start video using the symbol search tool.